Hey, KS Services is now running their $59 fall tune-up special. Our team arrives on time and is always professional. Be sure your unit is ready for the cooler temperatures by visiting our website, callks.com today, and schedule your appointment. It's fast and easy. The weather's getting cooler and the days are getting shorter. Don't let the fall weather sneak up on you. Call us today, 205-322-9090, AL certification number 1112.
This is your Weather Extreme video for Saturday, December the 2nd. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks so much for tuning in. Satellite image shows that we do have a bit of an issue with clouds and fog over the southeastern United States. The fog especially dense from the southeastern coast of Texas all the way across parts of Louisiana and Mississippi, a good portion of Alabama, and even into Georgia. So if you're out there driving this early morning, be sure to take into account the fog can be dense in places. Surface map features a large high-pressure system over the about the eastern half of the country, maybe even the eastern two-thirds of the country. And in the upper atmosphere, we've been dealing with a fairly flat pattern with a bit of a ridge that has kept things somewhat mild, with temperatures running on the order of 5 to 7 degrees above our seasonal averages. Temperatures this morning generally around the 50-degree mark. A lot of locations in the northern half of the state in the mid and upper 40s. The little symbols that you see there indicate a good deal of fog, lowering that visibility. On the watch warning map, of course, we've already mentioned the fog, that gray area from southeast Texas all the way into Georgia. The other concerns are up in the northern Rockies, where the purple are winter weather advisories, and those kind of aqua colors are winter storm watches. So a little action going on up there. For rainfall, it looks like for us, we're going to see a fairly significant rain. We didn't see any real significant rains during the month of November, so we're getting a little bit dry. As a matter of fact, we're into the drought situation. We're into a actually abnormally dry, with some places in west central Alabama actually a little worse than that. So we're looking at the primary rain event coming from about the middle of Tuesday into the middle of Wednesday with the passage of a cold front. Storm Prediction Center has thunderstorms outlooked for the extreme northwest U.S. coast, and otherwise nothing else. For day 2, absolutely nothing. And then for day 3, ahead of that front, we have an outlooked area of thunderstorms stretching from southeast Texas all the way up to Wisconsin. All right, the 06 CGFS model run this morning. There's our high pressure, and it's just kind of meandering to the east a little bit slowly. In the upper atmosphere, we're going to see a better ridge tomorrow than we have today, so that's going to be nice as the next system that comes into the northwestern United States kind of pumps up our ridge just a little bit. So it's going to bring us, especially Sunday and into early Monday, or into Monday, we'll see the possibility of highs in the 70s. The surface map for Sunday features, again, this large high-pressure area that is now beginning to be shoved over into the eastern, about the eastern third of the country. On Monday, the ridge moves off the east coast as the upper trough gets closer, so we're probably going to see a very nice Monday as southerly flow returns and we begin to get some better moisture return than we've seen in the past. In the meantime, on Monday, the surface low comes out of the northern Rockies and reaches Minnesota there, just at the western tip of Lake Superior. The trough moves on very nicely into the area just north of Lake Superior with a nice trough that's digging into the eastern part of the country. So we're going to see a major pattern shift. Here comes the front on Tuesday. It's entering the state basically in the northwest part. Tuesday's going to be an interesting day because your ties on Tuesday are going to depend on exactly when the front passes by. It could be one of those things where in some places the highs for the day occur in the morning and the lows for the day occur that evening. It doesn't look like we're going to see any severe weather. The Cape values are marginal at best. We might hear a little bit of thunder, especially over about the southern half of the state. And precipitable water values are some of the best we've seen for the last month or so, with readings getting up close into the about the 1.7, 1.8 range in there. So looks like a good chance that we'll see on the order of an inch to an inch and a half of rain. The major trough moves on, but it has carved out a nice broad trough over the eastern part of the United States. So there's our pattern change right there. And the front, in the meantime, by Wednesday at midday, has reached the Gulf Coast. So by noon, should be out of the state. The broad trough continues in place on Thursday as some weak troughs, or some shortwave troughs, rotate through that broad trough. We see another one coming in on Friday. That one's really looking pretty chilly with that. So we stay dry as the front stays down along North Florida, and we see the high over the Great Lakes pumping colder air down into the southeastern U.S. By Saturday, you can see the broad trough is in place, and once again, we're getting these little reinforcing shots as short waves move through the trough. So thickness-wise, looking at the 1,000 to 500 millibar thickness, you can see that it's really pretty cold, especially over the Great Lakes, and that cold air extends all the way down into the southeastern U.S., kind of using the 540 line as the indicator there. Looking out into voodoo country, the GFS is very bullish on keeping this broad trough over the eastern part of the country through December the 12th. We see that it is still there and actually a little stronger, so a little colder around the 15th. But take heart, if you're a mild weather fan, there is a chance you'll see some milder weather around the 17th of December as a nice ridge comes in over the Mississippi River Valley as the trough moves on out, and we see another pattern shift back to a ridge over the eastern part of the country. That'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video. I should have the next one posted first thing on Sunday morning around 7 o'clock or so. In the meantime, I'm going to be emceeing the Christmas parade out at Helena, scheduled for 1 p.m., so come on out. And then I'll be filling in for Charles this weekend on ABC 3340 News, 6 and 10 today and 5 and 10 on Sunday. Have a great day. Godspeed.
Hey, KS Services is now running their $59 fall tune-up special. The weather's getting cooler and the days are getting shorter. Don't let the fall weather sneak up on you. Call us today, 205-322-9090, AL certification number 11120.